All right, y'all, welcome back. Welcome back. We got interesting things going on today. I entered a trade. Oops, 1 secundo. Pause this. I'm gonna black out. All right, y'all, be back with y'all in a sec. Got interesting things going on here. Be back with y'all in 1 secundo. All right, we're back. So, sorry about that. So we got an entry trade, came in at 21,857. It is now 21,600. Looks like it's hitting a support here with the new Fibonacci. Looks like the 5 minutes a bit oversold as the RSI is losing momentum here. Reason being, I can explain it again. We've got a new low on the RSI since the recent high on the candle, and we've got a new higher low with a new lower low closing outside of the Bollinger Band. And so it looks like there's a bit of a reversal here, and it's confirming I'm going to close it out at the end of the 1 hour, but it looks like it could keep going down, but I've already got quite a bit. I've already got 16% return, which is more than my 10% weekly. I got about 30% last week return, which was pretty good. I'm only posting live on Mondays because I want to keep it consistent. But in the future, for y'all subscribers, I want to put out some live video of all my trades pretty soon. And keep y'all in tune with what I'm doing. Turning trash into cash. Turning trash into cash. Uh-oh. Moving on up. 1 minute left. 1 minute countdown. So I drew this new Fibonacci off the daily's low. Now the daily low is like a little point of resistance here. So I drew it. This is the low point on this candle at 18th of June. That's the 0 marker. I've placed a new high on the most recent bull. And what's interesting here is that the 1 hour doesn't really always go outside. It usually always goes outside the Bollinger Band on these kind of hits, which is, I was putting in a short order at 23,000, but it didn't quite hit it, so I'm a bit confused why it didn't. I thought it was going to be because it was ready to go back down to reconsolidate itself, and it's not. it's quite confusing to me actually. But it was a strong call because the RSI here was going down. The RSI here was going down, the new lower high, a new higher low, sorry, at 74.53. And you know, the divergence was going lower as well, so I just called it at 8:57. And I think it'll go past, this will go past this support line here. So actually I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna wait till this divergence starts crossing down. Wait till the next closing MACD is losing momentum, meaning getting a light shade of red here. I want to see a light shade of red here before I close. And I would like to get around 50% or 40% return on this trade. Now I came in kind of, I didn't think, so when I came in this morning, I didn't think it was going to go past the red support line. And so I put in a bet at 21,600. It went way past it. It was too late to pull out because I put in $30. I didn't want to lose. And it seemed like it was hitting a nice clean break with this high. But when it went past 74.60, where my cursor is, it was at 75.5. I knew, okay, we got to look at this a bit differently. And the last recent high was 77.77. And so I knew if it went past 77.77, then it was just a call to close out all my trades. So I put in a trade at 21,600. I put one in at 22,200, and I was gonna put one at 23,000 as my last trade. I put in basically 33% for each of my margin for each. So I was gonna put 3 trades in, but it didn't quite hit it. It didn't quite hit that mark, which is weird, because it should. So it's not exactly a clean break here. It looks like it's just going to keep going up, honestly, because all on the 1 hours, they usually clean breaks through the Bollinger Band. Very rarely it doesn't, and it usually does on the 3 hour or 6 hour. It'll usually go inside, you know, coinciding, like it'll kind of show, it'll trend like it's losing momentum, losing that upward momentum, which is fine, but not on the 1 hour. For me, it's a bit weird. So I was thinking of waiting for the RSI to hit this undersold area, so I put in an alert at 30.77. And I think that'll be it. Because that's when it's going to reconsolidate and keep going up. Just don't know when, man. Just don't know when. It'd be nice if it hits this support line, 0.382 on the fib. By the time this goes down, should be about right. But I don't know how to calculate when the price reaches the undersold area. So if you guys can tell me in the comments below, that would be fantastic, because I don't know how to do that yet. So that was just I think that was a pretty good call. You can see I put that limit order still open, actually. So I got pretty good margin here. I got about $66 in margin. A bit less, I think like 60 in total. So it's not bad. kind of toying with me. If you look at that, it's just kind of breaking that support line. And I noticed that these Fibonacci support lines aren't exactly perfect. There's a lot of times where it kind of just goes in and out around this area, but as long as it shows a trend, I'm pretty confident. As you can see here on the 1 hour, it shows, you know, like here, for example, it kind of wanted to hit, it did break through the main support line, the 0.618, but, and this is the Genesis line. So this is the most important number, but it did break through, and it continued going up, up. And you can see that a bit more clearly on the daily. On the daily, it shows a really cool period where it hits a support line here. The ultimate one is here, but the kind of general support line, you can see when it hits this one, it kind of keeps it. It looks like it's going at a higher low each bounce. These little hats here, a new higher low here as well, and that indicates a really great trend of going up. And it looks like even on the daily, it looks like it's kind of losing momentum, like it was here. We'll put the values back. 20.25, 20.31. It's still a higher low, and it looks like it wants to pick up. So what I did was I drew a Fibonacci on the weekly. Yeah, leave the site. And this is really cool. I think this is the... Wait, that's not right. What happened here? Oh, this is the 1 hour. That's right. So, all right, let's have a look. This is really interesting. So I put it set at the most recent dipping low. The lowest point where it bounced back up to turn into a bull trend at that point, and then I chose the ultimate high before it went back down. And you can see it hits a point here, exactly where the trend is oversold on the daily. It hits that point there before it starts to go back up again, and it looks like it's going to hit the Genesis support at 28,718. So we got a few weeks to go for that momentum to kick back in. Usually this value, which is 25.73, will have to go up 20 to 30. Not a percent, but 20 to 30 in value of difference. So it could be, that means like 25 plus 20 or 30, it would be like 55 or 65 before it'll hit this support here. Sorry, this resistance line here, and then go back down to where the RSI will indicate an oversold trend, which is, I'm hoping for it to end soon, because this is crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if it hits that 3,800 area. This whole gray area here is going to be interesting to see. But it's a chunk. It's like, more than 100% of difference. So that will be interesting, very interesting. and it's looking like it's closing up. You know, the bull trend is kind of losing momentum. Even on the MACD, it's kind of losing momentum. So it all kind of checks the boxes. You know, it's coming back up again. This is just a short trade to go short. You know, it's nothing nothing long term at all. So that's what I'm up against. Let's see what happens. See, it's not really wanting to go down. So this went up from 22 to 36. It's only 15 in value. Then it hits a new low at 29. I'm looking at 29 plus another 15 is probably, yeah, it's about 40 something, 45. Neighbor's dog. And yeah, so it's not even in the 100% area, so looking like it should be going there pretty soon. So I can close out now or hit a new low. I wanted to close out around 21,200. That's the ideal range, but I don't think it's going to get there. I think it's going to be around this line here, this little support line. Just a waiting game. All right, y'all. So that's my trade. I'll post up the video up now so y'all can watch it later. For those who haven't watched, if you have any questions or any kind of thing, you know, something that you want to ask, please let me know. I'll just give you my perspective, because it's, you know, this is not financial advice. I'm not trying to give out consulting advice or anything. It's my journey, what I'm doing, turning trash into cash, deposited, recycling money from trash I've picked up on the beach all over Australia while traveling. You know, put it in recycling. They gave me cash, put it into the bank, into my Bitcoin, and started this new venture to raise funds for, you know, to change the world, to basically teach people, teach ways of new ways of agriculture, house design, how to build your house in a thermally advantageous way, in cold climates and hot climates. Doesn't matter, just as long as you can save energy and not need any heater or air conditioning, or just need very little of it. And that is my goal. How to cool your house, how to be self-sufficient with your gardens, without any pesticides or chemicals or any of that. I think you know, it's cool. It's cool to see out when in the desert, when you've got like I'll show y'all, like I think it's called greening the desert, and it's super cool. It's amazing little patch of land that they started years ago, recently actually. Look at the difference. It's just like booming, like it just looks amazing. You know, they got a cafe, they've got everything. They're all self-sufficient. They've got rainwater, and they just started from nothing pretty much. And look at this land. It's all rocks and just dry, arid areas. It's like the worst place. You know, out here you got all the water, but then over here they put all the asylum seekers and the poor people pretty much all out here where there's no water available. So they got to sequester their own water, harvest their own water, and you know, it's just amazing what they've done with these concepts of just changing the world and making it to a better place. And so some of the neighbors have taken courses, and they're starting to put in, you know, these concepts and principles and it's just really cool. So I want to teach this to everyone, and I think it's really good stuff. But all right, y'all, I'll close out. You know, I think I'll back to crypto. I'm gonna close out if it hits this yellow support line at 21,634. I'm just gonna call it, and put in my stop loss now, and call it a day. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Again, let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Have a great week.